Hey guys, how you doing? Volzar here. So I am quitting this game. I'm not gonna finish it. Um, I was gonna do a big edit for this, but I just screw it. So the reason I'm quitting is because it got boring. It got very, very boring. So I didn't write any notes, so I'm not reading off a script. So it's probably gonna be a messy sort of thing, but I'll try to keep an order. So let's start with the important thing. This game is related to Pillars of Eternity, some of the greatest RPGs. Uh, this game is not an RPG. So far, I mean, your choices do make difference. There's some people you might kill and they not gonna appear in a game again. On the other hand, there's a couple of characters you deal with, you never seem to notice them again. Um, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like RPG. I, there's morality system, but it doesn't seem to have much of an effect on anything. I suspect there's an effect that will be at some point at the end of the game, the way you deal with one of the main things in the game. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's someone you deal throughout the game. Um, how you interact with that being might have an impact at the end of the game. I suspect it will have an impact. I won't know because I'm never gonna finish the game, but I suspect that's where it's headed. Otherwise, it doesn't seem to have an impact on anything really. Um, Now, combat, because the game starts excellent with combat. Uh, it it feels good with the combat. It quickly becomes the same because enemies. It doesn't matter what kind of enemies, spiders, humans, uh, whatever. They all have the same fighting styles. There's armored enemies that will pursue you. They have pretty much an infinite and inexhaustible with a zero cooldown shielding that you constantly have to try to break through. There's archers that just have an aimbot for you. There's healers who are way too OP and respawn all the time. And fights become, by the third map, by the third area I got into, it became the same. Every fight exactly the same. The enemies, if you're a combative person like I am, despite playing mainly as a wizard, I'm an active role. In combat, enemies rush you. Your companions don't matter, no matter what your companions do. And they're useless. They barely do anything at all. They'll get into combat, but they don't really, except for this little, I don't know what she is, kitty cat or wherever she is. Some of her abilities actually do quite a bit of damage to enemies. At least one of her abilities. Oh, there's a healer. Anyway, um, but in general, they don't really do a whole lot of damage to enemies unless you are damaging that enemy that they engage in. At one point in the game, my companions actually got stuck behind the door You walk in through this areas. This feels like an MMO-ish type of thing. There's waves of enemies coming at you, and you get into an area, and the area closes off. Like I just tried to play the game again, try to see if I wanna, try again, but no. I walked into a room, the door closed behind me, my companions got stuck behind the door because for some reason, they keep such a huge distance from you when you need them beside you. Um, they got stuck behind the door. I actually almost won the fight. But then again, those specters spawned. I don't think I have. I don't know where the recording of. It doesn't matter. The specters and whatever the black specters spawned, and they always swarm you, and they have no weaknesses that I saw. They just roll right through you like like you're a piece of paper. Anyway, I'll try to find that specter footage. Now, story-wise, story is kind of okay. The thing is that the dialogue in everything is way too long. People drone on about, I don't care. You want me to do some favor for you? Just tell me what to do. I'm not interested in your life story. It's all that's a thing I noticed. Every single character in this game, every NPC has some kind of tragic backstory. And most of them are criminals on the run for murder or some kind of thievery, mostly murder. And I'm supposed to be giving them second chances. You are running from murder. You want a second chance? You go confess to a freaking murder. Then I'll give you a chance. It makes no sense whatsoever. Anyway, everybody talks kind of slow, as if they're trying to talk to a child or somebody mentally ill. It's just, oh my God, drones on. I started skipping dialogue because I'll try to keep an eye to see if there's an interesting part, and every single conversation I noticed there's maybe one or two sentences that are actually important. The rest is just filler, that's just boring, and that's it. I don't know what else. The audio is alright. I played with speakers. I didn't put headphones on, so my speakers are pretty good, but it seems like if you're playing with speakers, there's no directional sounds, nothing like that. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee. Anyway, I'm not gonna drone on too long. Basically, the game is just not worth it. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I got it on a PC Game Pass through Microsoft. So there's only 4 companions. You can only bring 2 of them. One of them, the Giada or wherever, she's very annoying. Oh my God, she whines constantly. Everything is bad and blah blah blah, and she's so angry and she's gonna kill everybody. F off. Seriously. Just the only ones I like Maurice because or whatever his name is, the dwarf guy. He's alright. Actually, the other 3 are alright. Giada is the one annoying, but she's the only healer in the group. And you need a healer in your group. And at later stages of the game, you need a healer in your group. Otherwise, you've seen the footage. I die over and over in fights. Because I don't have time to heal myself to even take a potion, and sometimes taking a potion they'll interrupt you, and that's it. The next hit you're dead. But she's very annoying to have to bring you to bring her with you. Yeah, I just don't recommend the game. Don't bother. I suspect there's probably gonna be, or they at least they intended for there to be a lot of expansions because the game just doesn't feel like anything really. It just feels empty. The exploration is kind of fun, but it becomes it becomes samey as well. Same kind of platforming, same kind of puzzles. They're not really puzzles, but whatever. And platforming is alright actually. There's been a few times when I, for some reason, couldn't make the jump and whatever. The exploration becomes kind of boring. The only reason to do exploration is because the loot is actually great. It's one of the rare things in games where the loot is actually great. But otherwise, the exploration is just boring. It's just trying to find a way in a house, and you find a way in a house, you loot it, and you get out, and that's it. Same with dungeons and all that stuff. There's nothing really interesting other than the loot. Anyway, it's kind of sad because the first the first few hours I really liked the game, but now it's just a slog. I'm trying to rush through everything, even dialogue with important characters. I just want to get through it, and that's it. I'm quitting because I realize that's not what I want to do. So, yeah, sorry guys. I have a lot of recordings pre-made, but I'm not just. It's no point in posting them. Anyway, there's been Walzar, quitting Avowed. I had sort of high hopes. Obsidian kind of. I don't know. They they've been dropping the ball. Anyway, I hope you have a good week. It's Monday today, so yeah, I'll try another game. I've been wanting to play War Tales, so I'll try that game and see how it goes. That if I play War Tales, I'm gonna do commentary because it's one of those games where you kind of have to. I had a half a mind to do it with Avowed, but I just kind of and I'm glad I didn't because trust me, the last like 3 videos I posted, half the time I just was swearing and sitting here exasperated trying to listen to that pointless dialogue most of the time. Anyway, um, yeah, have a good week. Good week. It's almost March now, eh? Anyway, and I'll see you another time. Thanks for watching, and I hope the next game I will finish. I'm sad that I didn't finish this one, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, bye.